Hey y'all. I am getting together some spaghetti for me for lunch and making my daughter some noodles. You can back that up a little bit because she's not a fan of like meat in her spaghetti sauce. So this pretty much is just for me, the spaghetti part of it. I'll probably share with my mom if she wants some, but other than that, I'm just getting this together for me. Please hit the like button if you're catching the replay. I had to start the live over because I didn't have any volume, but whatever. It is what it is. We gonna get through it. I hope everybody's doing all right on this Thursday. I need a plate or something to put this on for right now. Put it right. And then I've got my onion and my bell pepper on this side. So I'm getting my spaghetti water together. Y'all, the cat is running. It's his time of day to do his thing. So when he starts running and moving around, that's just what he does. Oh, y'all probably can't see me. I'm cutting the onion for my spaghetti. I would put it here, but then I'm gonna be too close to the stove, so I'm over here. Do me a favor and hit the like button, please. Hi, how are you? Good afternoon. Be sure to say hey. I got my water going for the noodles, and then I have the ground turkey going. So that's what we're doing. And hopefully everything will be done in a timely manner and I can show it to you. You can see the finished product. Hey, how are you? Because if not, let me move a little closer so I can monitor these comments. Hello, hello. Cutting up some onions for my spaghetti. I am from the US. I will use a cutting board, but I actually have my tripod on it lifted up, so I won't be using that for... Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing all right. But yeah, something quick. Taking a late lunch here, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of my lunchtime to actually make some lunch for me and what's gonna end up being dinner for my daughter. I'm gonna try not to make too much though, because, you know, Christmas is in a few days and I'm not the biggest fan of a ton of leftovers. So, hey y'all, the onion is done. That's about how much. I never really measure, and so I'm just gonna put this in a bowl until I'm ready to make the sauce. I'll show you the sauce in a minute. I always make my meat first, so I can get the sauce going while the noodles are being made. So the only two veggies I put in my spaghetti are onions, and I prefer red onions, and green peppers. So I'm gonna cut a little bit of that to put in here. And then I can show you, if the camera will let me bend it, hang on a second, the turkey. So I just need to get that stirred up in there. hang on. Now, if you are what I like to call a newbie cook, then you might want to use a spatula to kind of cut up your meat or chop it up. We have a visitor. If you've been cooking for a while, I like to use this. It just dices your meat up or separates it a little bit better. And I feel like it doesn't take as long. Love the Christmas sweater. Thank you. I got this from Walmart a while ago. And it's freezing in my house. But I don't want to turn up the heat because I'm cooking, so I know it's going to get hot quickly. So I usually do that and then put the lid back on. And now this water is ready. I never measure the spaghetti either. I use this spaghetti sometimes. Sometimes I use thin spaghetti. So I just pull it on out. Sometimes I break it in half. Sometimes I just put it in the boiling water. Because some of this is for my daughter, I'm going to just break it in half. Break. And maybe a little bit more. Just in case somebody wants plain noodles with just butter. All right, we are going to let that boil. I already put some salt in the water. I'm going to put this the onion stuff up. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I'm cooking, like the trash and stuff from veggies, I don't ever just put right in the trash can. My mama was always one of them mamas like, put it in a plastic bag first and then put it in the trash can. So that's what I do. I just dump it. I'm going to dump this in the plastic bag, but not the whole plate because I still got to chop my bell peppers. Put this over here. That over there out of the way. And then we will chop this. Just something about onions and bell peppers in spaghetti just makes it taste good. I usually core the bell pepper when I first cut it. So I usually take this part out of it. My husband cut into this one first, so he left that in. To each their own. Everybody does things differently. So I am just going to chop this up. Have y'all eaten lunch already today? What have we had? What did we have for lunch? Were we satisfied with our lunch? Because, you know, sometimes we just grab stuff because we're pressed for time. Thankfully, my life at this moment is such to where, for the most part, I can eat whatever I want for lunch because of how work is structured for me. So, all right, we got a pretty good cook going on the meat here. So we're gonna focus our attention back on that and pour off some of the grease and get the meat into a pot so the sauce can start cooking. All right, so go ahead and take this off. lid off. And then you can see that that is pretty much done. If you stir it up, it's not sticking together. You don't want your meat sticking together. If that's the case, you could have just made meatballs, right? So we don't want no meat sticking together. I'm going to I usually just pour the grease off in a measuring cup. And that's pretty dangerous to do over here by the stove. So what I'm gonna do is you take the lid, put it on, and I'm gonna take it over here to do it. Just tip it over. I know you can't see, but I'll show you all the grease. I hope y'all drain y'all grease off y'all meat once you're done cooking it, and don't just put whatever you're gonna put in the meat back on top of it. I hope that's the case. So that's all the grease. Hey Hazel, that's the grease that was in there. So we're gonna set that to the side. Typically I cook my sauce in another pot, but we're not gonna dirty up another pot today. We're gonna leave this on low and finish dicing up our bell peppers. I am making spaghetti for lunch, Hazel. And put that there. Let's move this up just a little bit. Okay. Keep having to adjust this camera, but that's all right. All right, so take my onions. Gonna put those in. I love onions. So, and then the bell peppers. Gonna put those in too. I feel like I could use a little bit more bell peppers maybe, so cut a little bit more. Y'all, the cat is tearing up the little skirt that goes under the Christmas tree, okay? Hold on, let me get after him. Move! And it has glitter on it, so there's like glitter all over my floor. And I'm gonna just have to deal with it. It's my fault. He's a kitten and I should have invested in like a little gate or something to put up. But I didn't, so it's all good. I'll just be sweeping glitter. All right, we got noodles over here at a rolling boil. So my meat is down low enough where I'm gonna just check on these noodles right fast. So I have my veggies and my meat. I need to add my seasoning next. Whew. Not quite. I like them al dente, whatever that means, al dente. I like my noodles a little on the soft side. Those are still kind of hard. So we're gonna let them cook a little bit more. Now for the seasonings for this. This is where you can make or break your spaghetti based on the kind of sauce you use and what you use for your seasoning. So I'm gonna show you what I put in my spaghetti seasoning. Goodbye, sir. All right. So first of all, I use salt. Definitely. A little bit. Generous amount. And pepper. So I always use salt and pepper. And a little bit of accent. And then, hold on, let me find it. There should be, I should have looked for this ahead of time, but I'm not one of those. Okay, Perfect Pinch Italian Seasoning by McCormick. So I always put, I don't even use this. I open it up where the big, and I just dump in a good amount of Italian seasoning. I also either use garlic powder or minced garlic, but because I'm using a sauce today that has garlic in it, I just use a little bit of garlic powder. Definitely onion powder. Y'all know onion powder is the bee's knees. Got me a big thing of onion powder. Dump some onion powder, and I know it looks like a lot of seasoning, but keep in mind you're gonna end up putting some sauce in here, which is gonna completely dilute all of that out. And then this is my secret ingredient, pizza and pasta magic. I usually just add a little bit first, and then once it's all done, I see how much more I need to add. So this really gives it like an Italian flair. So I put a little bit of that in there. All right, today I'm experimenting. I love Prego sauce, period. Like that's the sauce I use. Typically I use Prego flavored with meat. However, today I think I'm gonna mix the two, Italian sausage and garlic and the Prego flavored with meat. So this is why I said the sauce already has garlic in it, so I'm not gonna use a ton. But I am gonna start off with this sauce. So, check the noodles one more time. This is what you call noodles at a rolling boil. All right, let's start with the Italian sausage and garlic. I am gonna smell it because like I said, it's my first time using it. Smells okay. Not like my, it's some pretty big pieces of meat in there, so I'm not going to use too much because I don't want Italian sausage overpowering the flavor. Meat sauce, flavored with meat. All right, we'll start there and we're going to turn it up and give it a little bit of a simmer. I'm going to put the lid on it. Sometimes I mix my sauce. I mix the noodles in the sauce. I'm not going to do that this time. Get out of the chair. I'm just going to put the sauce on top of the noodles. I like a lot of sauce. That's not enough for me, so I'm going to add some more of the regular. And a little bit more of the sausage and garlic. Okay. And then now I'm gonna turn it down kind of on a simmer. And while that's cooking, we're gonna put the lid on it. Turn it a little bit. It should get hot, and then we're gonna clean up this little mess. Still got a little bit of bell pepper. Well, that ain't nothing to put back in the refrigerator. I wouldn't do that. All right, clear up. We're gonna keep this out. We'll keep the sauces out. We'll keep the seasonings out too, actually. So we can get the noodles, because those are ready. So give me 1 second. Y'all, this cat is living his best life back here. He living his best life. He said he don't know what y'all thought, but he is definitely living his best life. Now, to drain the noodles, I just typically dump them over in a metal colander in the sink, and then I transfer them to this, or sometimes I just sit them on top of the pot. That's what I think I'm gonna do. But first I need to taste and make sure that they are soft enough. And they're not yet. So I'm so glad. And if you see, the sauce is bubbling up already. So it's getting hot already, and I tend to want to make sure I stir it as it's cooking so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. I feel like I'm gonna need to add just a little bit more because I like things really saucy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit more of the original in here. And this is why I was saying, this is what I was saying about the seasonings, right? Putting the seasonings in here, and it looks like a lot, but once you consider all of the sauce, I may need to add some more. So we'll taste that again in a few minutes. Sometimes I get really fancy and I'll add pepperoni to my sauce. I also have this habanero cheddar pepper cheese that I like to add, but not today. We're just gonna keep it simple. While we're waiting, let's unbox some press-on nails that I got. Let me see if I can take y'all. Let me take the nails first. Got a big old box of, not a big old box, but I've got a box of press-on nails that I ordered from the TikTok shop. So we're gonna open those. Give me just a second. I had to clean the kids' stuff off of the table. So, I don't know how high it's gonna be, but we'll see. High enough. All right. I am unboxing. I don't know what's, I remember what I ordered, but I don't remember everything, and I didn't look because I wanted it to be a surprise. So, gotta keep the address off of here. All right, ready? Whoa. Wow, I only bought 3. It's supposed to be buy 3, get 1 free, but they sent me 5 pairs. Okay. They always send with the press-on nails, they always send these little alcohol pads and the things to push your nails back and some nail glue. There's a live where I actually did this set of nails I have on. I did them on live. One of them is off, but it's all good because I'm really not I'm a fan of the set, but not really. So that's one set that came. You take the, look at that. Y'all can't tell me those ain't cute. Look at the tips of those. What you think? So cute, right? I know. Okay. That's one. I gotta figure out what's gonna be my next set for Christmas. That's one set. This is a second set. That's cute too. I really like those. Look at that. Y'all, if for people who wear press on, do you like the almond nail shape, or are you more of a square nail person? Let me know. Watching my noodles over there. This is my favorite set. This is the favorite. I saw it and was like, yes, I have to have that. Look at that. Look at how cute and sort of exotic that is. Y'all like that? That's number 3. This one is similar, except it has, let me see. It has a different color leopard print. So that's similar, but not exactly the same. It's still cute. Still cute. And here is the last set. These are pretty basic, but I still think they're kind of classy and dainty. Let me know which one was your favorite. Which one was your favorite? Let me give them to you in numerical order so you can give me some numbers. Let me know. So that's the first set. That's number 1. Comment in the chat which one was your favorite. That's 1. I think that was 2. This was 3. That was 4. Number 4. And that was number 5. Let me know which one your favorite was. We're going back over to the stove because these noodles. The noodles look like they are beyond ready. And I don't want them to get too soft and yucky. So now they're kind of swinging. We're going to see 2 and 5. All right, Hazel. So you more for the classier looks. You ain't about all the animal prints. Okay. All right, all right. I understand. Ooh, just right. Yep. So I'm going to take these over to the sink and dump the water, and then I'm going to bring them back. Turn this off, and we're going to set it on the back eye. If you hear me scream, send help, because that would mean I have burnt myself. All right. And just like that, we are ready. Now, they do sell steaming pots where you can buy the pot where, are y'all familiar with steaming pots? So it's a pot within a pot, so to speak. So you can, like, it'll be this pot and it'll be this thing right here would be a pot. And it fits down in there. But when you, not steaming pots, boiling pots and steaming pots. But when you get ready to lift, you can just lift the pasta out and sit it on the outside without like doing all the extra steps that I just did. All right, here's the sauce. I think this might be almost ready to eat, y'all, to be honest with you. I hope it ain't, okay. Ooh, it's not sticking, but I did spill just a little bit of it. Let me get that up. Because if not, what's going to happen is it's going to cook on the eye, and then it's going to smell like it's burnt. And so now the sauce is done. It's done cooking. I just need to taste it and make sure that it tastes like I want it to taste. But I am going to use spaghetti and I'm going to show you what kind of cheese I'm going to use in just a second. We're going to turn this all the way down on low. Let's put the rest of this onion in a bag. Y'all are hanging with me today. Thank you. Looks yummy. Thank you, Hazel. I'm hoping that it's going to taste the same. We're going to see. So I'm going to grab a spoon. And I'm going to taste it. And I'm going to be honest. Not just because it's my food, I'm going to be like, oh, this is amazing. Especially if I need to add stuff to it. Somebody out. So, a dog. Sorry. All right, so I usually take a little bit of meat. And like I said, this is just going to be me eating. So I may end up giving some of it away. I usually just microwave my daughter's sauce right from the container. And put a little bit of sugar in it, but not mine. That's good. I love to dance when the food is good. That's really good. I think I may add a little hint of pizza and pasta magic. Like I said, this is my go-to secret sauce. And I think that's probably gonna be it. I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese on it. And it's gonna be delicious. So we will serve up a plate here in a second. I do have let me show you the cheese. If you like spicy, this is a great addition to any type of pasta dish. So hang on a second. Let me go get it. Hang on, I might not be adding it because I don't see it. Oh, got it. All right, so shaved Parmesan cheese, of course. But this is the real deal. Habanero cheddar cheese. I'm gonna cut from this side because the other side was open. But I always shred just a little bit of it and put it on top of my sauce. So this is gonna be my lunch for today. I'm going to get Mo, Clarica, and Deborah Ray and Reba. We'll be there right quick. Come on, I got a plate for you. I got a plate. It's enough for everybody. So this is how it looks. The cheese on the other end is dried out a little bit because the bag was open, but you can see the peppers and all the spices right there. So what I'm gonna do is shred me up a little bit. I love freshly grated cheese. I don't think that there's a substitute for it at all. Move that out of the way. I'm gonna put this here. I have to show it to you after it's grated. This is hot, otherwise I would do it closer to the camera so you can see. And what I don't use, I usually just put in a bag. In a little plastic bag. The big reveal. The big cheese reveal. There it is. I still have a little block there. But what I'm going to do is make me a little plate. Did you not eat today? Did nobody feed you? What's going on? And I typically don't rinse my noodles. Look at them. See the steam? Still coming off of them. I don't rinse my noodles. I just get the water off and keep it moving. I'm just gonna have me a little bit right now. It's about to be good. You saw it fixed here first. So I usually fix it up and take some sauce and just put it on there. I don't have any, what you call that stuff? Garlic bread. But we're gonna start with that. Just a little bit. It's lunch, which means I still got to get through the rest of the day and be able to finish work. We're gonna put the lid back on. Always a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I don't think you can ever go wrong. When we were kids, we used to use the Parmesan cheese in the, I still buy it sometimes, in the little cylinder that comes out kind of powdery. And the finishing touch is the little habanero cheese. Probably a little more than I should. And then just so it melts in, I'm gonna toss it in the microwave. And cover it with some wax paper. What y'all know about that? Not paper towel for the messy splats. Wax paper. Just gonna toss that over. It's already starting to melt a little bit, but give it about 30 seconds or so. And I'm gonna use my same fork that I use to work on my noodles while I eat. And that's what it looks like. So, thank you for joining me. I'm about to go sit down and enjoy this and get back to work. Toodles.